Class of 2020, I have been trying to figure out the right time to send you all a message. And I thought maybe today, because it's the last day of new instruction for seniors, that might be pretty appropriate to send you something. Um, I don't know. I've talked to some of you, and I have some of you in class, and I've interacted with some of you via NHS and things of that nature. But as a class, I just want to reach out and say, like, I'm really sorry that this is the way that your senior year has ended. Um, just following things on social media and of that nature, I feel like there's sort of this push to tell you guys to grow up and get over it. But any of you have come into my room in my classroom at some point and asked for life advice or just wanted an ear to listen. One of my biggest things is that adults always tend to forget what teenage feelings and emotions feel like, and we tend to write them off and act like they're not real. But the truth is that when we were in high school, we had the exact same feelings, and they were just as real to us as yours are to you now. So with that being said, don't get frustrated at adults who forget what it was like to be a teenager, but also know that your feelings are valid, and if you're going through some tough times right now, that's understandable. I put on my freshman class of 2020 shirt today, and because I'm an English teacher and I think way too deeply about things, I kind of noticed that it's a little bit cracked, and maybe it's seen better days, but it's really comfortable. It fits really well, and seems like just yesterday I was passing these out to you guys as little freshmen and telling you how cool they were and thanking you for buying a t-shirt to support your class, and now you guys are being sent on your way into the big real world. So I just took a second reflection and remembering all the good times that we had as a class. A couple things I want to mention before I sign off. The staff is part of the sort of the end of year procedures where you guys are getting some of your stuff from your lockers. We're going to hand that to you curbside and those sorts of things. Mr. Holliday and I purposely signed up for 2 days during that week. It is May 12th and May 14th. I think it's a Tuesday and a Thursday from 8 a.m. to noon. And we're going to be in the curbside spot where we're kind of, when you guys pull up to grab some of your stuff, we'll be there. And we did that purposely because we want to see some faces. So if it's all the same to you and you want to swing by on May 12th or May 14th from 8 a.m. to noon, we'd like to see you guys and see you smile, even if it's through a surgical mask. Just to say thanks for all the good 4 years that you've had at Evergreen. Last but not least, I want to say if there's two things that you can take out of this whole situation, here's what I'm going to say. First one is take something that you thought about, or a new habit that you made, or something along those lines in the past couple of months. For me, that new habit is being purposeful about spending time with my family, and also trying to get a little exercise in and that sort of thing. And the second one is take this lesson with you. Take this idea of being your neighbor's keeper. We are all in this thing together, and I think that a lot of times it's part of the American psyche to say, I'm responsible for me, and nobody can tell me what to do. And I think that there's merit to that, but at the same time, I think that it's also important to understand that your actions do influence others, and your actions do impact others. And for those of you who've been doing a really good job of social distancing, it may feel like you were doing nothing, but honestly, you were helping, healthcare workers and the vulnerable. Like for those of you who've met my son, Cy, is a little guy that we don't want to be in the hospital right now, and so we appreciate that as a family. Way too many good memories to list for all of you, but you guys have been a great class, and it's been a pleasure to be around you since freshman year. I think you guys have left your mark here on Evergreen, and the email is open. If you do want to reach out after your school email gets shut down, you can always send me an email to my school email. My personal email is doug.deslover@gmail.com. Just to, I got students who stay in touch, ask questions about college work, or just ask questions about how life's going. So you guys are awesome. Appreciate every single one of you. You got bright futures ahead of you. Go out there and make them.